Hello students, today we are going to start the sixth part of chapter electricity. In this part, we are going to discuss heating effect of electric current, their applications and few numericals based on the formula of heating effect. So watch the video till end. Now let's see what is the heating effect of electric current. When electric current passes through a high resistance wire like nichrome, the wire becomes hot and it produces heat. This is known as heating effect of electric current. This phenomenon generally occurs because the electrical energy gets transformed into heat energy. When the current flows through a wire of some resistance say R, usually a wire gets heated or the heating effects come into play when the resistance of a wire is high. For example, nichrome is an alloy of nickel and chromium which has a very high resistance, and also there is tungsten, a metal known as tungsten, which is usually used in incandescent bulb, which also produces lot of heat due to heating effect of current because even it has a very high resistance. Here there is an example to show the heating effect of electric current. Here we can see that there is a wire which has been fixed between two stands, and both the ends of the wires are connected to the supply line. Now when the switch is on, after a few times the wire starts getting heated, and with the increase in time the amount of heat produced in the wire also increases. We can see that in the fourth part of the figure the wire is too hot and it is glowing, so it means it also depends on time. The more will be the time, the more will be the amount of heat produced by the nichrome wire. Now the role of resistance in electrical circuit is similar to the role of friction in mechanics. Okay, we know that whenever if even we rub our hands with each other, then due to friction heat is produced in our hands. And even in lot of machines where the moving parts are in contact with each other, they gets heated due to friction between them. Similarly, the resistance play a similar role in electric circuit because of which it produces heat. So this was about the heating effect of electric current. Now let's see a derivation of Joule's law, which is generally used to find out the amount of heat produced when current I flows through a wire of resistance R. Now it's given that a wire or a conductor offers resistance to flow of current. So work must be done by a current continuously to keep itself flowing. Yeah, it means some work must be done for the electrons to keep moving in the electrical circuits. Now let's say that current I is passing through a resistance R for time t. So the amount of electric charge Q moving against a potential difference V, means by applying potential difference V. So the total amount of work done in moving charge Q when potential difference is V can be given by W equals to Q into V, which can be written from the formula of electric potential difference, that is V equals to W by Q. Now from the definition of current, we can write I equals to Q upon T, which can be written as Q equals to IT. Similarly, from Ohm's law, we know that it is V by I equals to R, which can be written as V equals to IR. Now what we have to do, we have to put both these values, which is Q equals to IT and V equals to IR in equation 1. So on putting these two values in equation 1, the equation will become W equals to I square RT. And because the electrical energy is being transformed into heat energy, so whatever the work is done is completely, suppose it is completely being changed into heat energy, then W can be replaced by H and our formula becomes H equals to I square RT. This is the final formula which is used to calculate the total amount of heat produced in a circuit, and this is known as Joule's law of heating. This formula is known as Joule's law of heating. Now let's see what we can understand from this Joule's law of heating. It says that heat produced in a resistor is directly proportional to the square of the current. It means H is proportional to I square. So we can say that if we are doubling the current, then the heat produced will become 4 times. If the current is increased by 3 times, the heat produced will increase by 9 times. Okay, and if current is halved, the heat produced will become 1/4. And the next are, it is directly proportional to resistance. More will be the resistance, more will be the heat produced. That is why wires of or resistors of high resistance are used in the appliances, which is usually used for producing heat. And it is also proportional to time, means more will be the time for which the appliance is running, more will be the heat produced. Okay, so it depends on 3 factors, that is amount of current passing through the resistor, the resistance of the resistor, and the time for which the current is passing. Now let's see what are the applications of heating effect of electric current. Okay, we all are using lot of electrical appliances which produces heat or use heating effect of electric current. So few examples are electric iron, room heater, water heater, geysers, and many more. Here we can see an electric iron. Okay, these are the coils. These are the coils which usually produces heat. They are having very high resistance, but from which when electric current passes, they produces heat, and that heat is used for ironing the clothes. This is a room heater in which there are coils of high resistance which produces a heat when electric current passes through it. And in a similar way, this is a water heater in which this coil produces a lot of heat when electric current passes through it. So this is how the uh, heating effect of electric current is being used for various purpose. And these are also utilized in electric bulbs, in electric lamps, for producing light, because whenever heat is produced, along with the heat it also produces light. Now there is an important application of heating effect which is generally used in all the electrical circuit, and that is fuse. So fuse is a safety device which is used in electrical circuit to save to keep our appliances safe from any sudden change in the voltage of in our electric circuits. Okay, now usually you can, here in this figure you can see that there is a thin wire connected between these two ends. Okay, this wire is made up of alloy of lead and tin. Okay, which is the appropriate melting point. Means suppose it is designed in such a way that if suppose it is designed for 1 ampere, then if the current increases more than 1 ampere, means if the current crosses 1 ampere, then because of the heat of that 1 amp current, the fuse will melt and break the circuit, and thus will save the other electrical appliances. The fuses are available in different values: 2 ampere, 5 ampere, 10 ampere, 15 ampere, etc. So according to the appliances, different rates of these fuses are used. For heavy appliances, the fuse are of more value, for example 10 ampere or 5 ampere. And so this is the fuse which is generally used in the electrical appliances, especially the electronic electrical appliances, whereas this fuse is used in the electrical circuits, which is usually done in offices, buildings, homes. Okay, but nowadays instead of this, uh, we are using MCBs. Okay, but so we can say that fuse is an device which acts on the heating effect of electric current. Now let's solve few questions on the basis of heating effect of electric current. The question is, electric iron of resistance 20 ohm draws a current of 5 ampere. So we have to calculate the heat produced in 0.5 minutes. So resistance is given, I is given, T is given 0.5 minutes. But we have to keep in mind that the time should always be in second. So 0.5 minutes is equals to 30 seconds. Now using the formula H equals to I square RT, well, we have to replace the values of I, R and T. So we will get 15 1000 joule. Okay, now writing it in standard form, it can be written as 1.5 into 10 raised to 4 joule. So this is our final answer, that 1.5 into 10 raised to 4 joule is produced. This much amount of heat is produced when 5 ampere current passes through a resistance of 20 ohm. Okay. Now let's see one more example. 100 joule of heat is produced each second. Each second means 1 second. Okay, just keep this in mind. In a 4 ohm resistor, we have to find the potential difference, means we have to find V. Okay, R is provided, H is provided, and T is provided. Again, on using the same formula, H equals to I square RT, we will substitute the value of H, that is 100, value of R and T, that is 4 and 1. So I square would become 100 upon 4, so I square equals to 25. On taking the square root, we will get I equals to 5 ampere. But we have to find potential difference, that is we have to find V. So by using Ohm's law, that is V equals to IR, we have value of I and R. So by using this law, we can easily calculate the value of potential difference. So the final answer is 20 volt. So here are a few questions for your practice. The answers are given at the end of the question. In the fourth question, a hint has been given which you can use if you find it difficult. And don't forget to comment in the comment box whether you understood the topic or not. That's it.